dimensioning every room by hand takes forever. This does it instantly, every room, every level, doors and windows included, even angled walls. Change the plan, and dimensions update themselves automatically. First, we open the ArchPlug tab and click on the Settings button. Under Account, we enter the email we registered with and click Save. Once the status shows connected, all of our activated plugins are ready to use. The Scripts folder just below is only needed for the fast script launcher, so we can skip it. Installed Plugins lists every plugin we own, along with its version, and flags any plugin that has a newer version available online. It also shows each plugin's license type, whether it is monthly or lifetime. And finally, the theme option lets us switch the plugin dialogues between light and dark. Introducing Auto Room Dimensions, an ArchPlug tool that solves one of the most tedious parts of drafting a floor plan, dimensioning every room individually. Instead of manually selecting wall edges, doors, and windows for every room and building the dimension segment by segment, this plugin does it completely automatically. It traces the boundary of every room in the plan and builds a complete, clean dimension on its own, with every wall and opening in place. Unlike some other ArchPlug dimensioning tools, here we don't draw any helper line or manually pick elements. The plugin works directly with Revit Rooms in the plan. That means the only requirement is that the spaces in the project are already defined as rooms. If rooms haven't been placed yet, we don't have to add them manually through Architecture, Room, one by one. The plugin has a built-in Place Rooms button that automatically recognizes every enclosed space in the plan and places a room in it, just like Revit's own Place Rooms automatically command. Only called directly from the plugin's own window. To launch the plugin, we open the ArchPlug ribbon and click the Auto Room Dimensions button. In the top right corner of the window is the Level Settings button. And below it a counter showing how many levels are currently selected to work on. Below that, you choose the working mode for the whole plugin, with two mutually exclusive options. Current level dimensions, places rooms, and tags only on the level we're currently viewing, while all levels does the same on every level we've checked in the Level Settings panel. Right below is the Place Rooms button we already mentioned. So let's activate it now and add rooms to our project. This plugin creates a full dimension, with every wall and opening as a separate segment. Below that are the doors and windows checkboxes, and when they're on, the plugin adds the widths of doors and windows into the dimension as separate segments, not just the full wall lengths. To the right of that group is the Offset field, which sets the distance of the dimension from the room's wall, measured in your project's units, for example 40 for 40 centimeters. A negative value, if we type a minus sign, would move the dimension to the opposite side of the wall. Once the options are set, we click the orange Place Dimensions button. To keep the drawing cleaner, we'll select all the rooms we added and hide them. So what happened when we clicked this button? At that moment, the plugin traces the boundary of every room in the plan, merges collinear wall segments into one, and at every corner, as well as at every door or window edge if those checkboxes are on, places a small reference marker, then automatically assembles one complete dimension per room from those markers. With every wall and opening lined up in sequence, completely without manually picking a single edge. This happens for every room in the plan at once, in a single click. If we have 10 rooms on a level, we get 10 finished dimensions at the same time. When working on the whole building, we don't have to repeat the process level by level. Instead, we open Level Settings. In the side panel we see a list of every level with an architectural plan, with a checkbox next to each one. We tick the levels we want, for example, Check All selects all of them at once, while the Clear button clears them all. We switch the main window to all levels, in this case it was already selected. And click Place Dimensions. It instantly adds dimensions to every selected level, and as we can see, dimensions have been added absolutely everywhere. Every room on every level is now fully done. In that same side panel are also the Hide All Dimensions and Unhide All Dimensions buttons, which remove, or bring back, all the dimensions the plugin created, for whenever they're temporarily in the way on the drawing but we don't want to delete them. There are also two buttons here that let you choose the scope, the current level, or all the checked levels. I currently have current view turned on, so let's see how these two buttons work on the selected level. As we can see, clicking this button temporarily removes, or hides, all the dimensions, and Unhide All Dimensions brings them back. Another very useful feature of this plugin is toggling doors or windows on and off. Right now both are checked, doors and windows, and the plugin draws their dimensions. But say we wanted to remove windows from it, we don't have to cover anything or draw it all over again, just click Place Dimensions again. And it simply skips the windows and dimensions the full wall length without the opening, since we deselect windows. Say we wanted to add another window, for example, if we copy one over from this side. Just as easily, we can check windows again, place dimensions, and the program will automatically add the new dimension, because the update feature works so that whenever the project changes, a room changes shape, a new window is added, or a wall moves, we don't have to delete anything manually. It's enough to click the button again, just like we did, Place Dimensions, and the plugin recognizes its old dimensions and reference markers, deletes them, and creates new ones based on the current state, completely automatically. Also, if the dimensions are sitting too far away, we can simply lower the offset value, say to 20, click Place Dimensions again, and the dimensions will very quickly and automatically update and move to the value we want. So, to sum up, Auto Room Dimensions dimensions every room on the plan in one click, including door and window widths, without picking a single edge by hand. If rooms haven't been placed yet, the plugin creates and tags them itself. With the All Levels option you do the same for the whole building at once, and the Hide, Unhide, and Update features keep the drawing clean and up to date throughout the whole project. That's it for Auto Room Dimensions. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, make sure to check out our other videos on the channel, and visit archplug.com to explore all the plugins we have available. See you in the next one.